All right, y'all. So it may seem a little crazy, but next week is season 3 for Gekishin Squadra. So it's time to start talking about our predictions here. So, yeah, again, on the 13th/14th, depending on your time zone, right? The 13th, very late at night, Pacific time, we will actually have season 3 character 1 drop officially in game, along with whatever season 3 balance patches may come, any changes to the divine draws, right, things like that. There's a lot of things that could change when it comes to that. And I'm just gonna give my really quick predictions when it comes to season 3, just because I feel like this season, like, I don't think they're necessarily gonna have a slow season, if that makes sense. But we do got to keep in mind, in a few months we have the battle hour, and that's gonna probably be where they announce like Super Saiyan 4 Diamond Goku or something like that, right? This season, I think we're still a couple of seasons off from that, so I could see this season still having some pretty exciting characters. I mean, if we take a look here and think of characters that are just like missing, like the big hitters, like for example, we have Super Saiyan 3 Goku already. There's just so many characters that you could probably bring up. I know, for me, I really want Rose Goku Black. He's a character that I'm very excited for. A lot of people have been asking for, Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. Maybe after Ultimate Gohan, people might not want him as much, but I will not. I think Super Saiyan 2 Gohan won't throw the idea of that guy out of the window. That's for sure. I mean, these games love to spam Gohans. I mean, let's look at Dokkan, right? I'm sure like Legends is more like that, but let's look at Dokkan. And let's see here. Look how many Gohans, brand new Gohans that they released this year. 1, 2, 3. No. 3 right here, 4, 5 Gohans that are premium characters have released this year, which is kind of crazy. And I think, yeah, there's been tons of awakenings for Gohans as well. Like, there's a lot of Gohans that came out this year, and I'm sure there will be a lot of Gohans that come out next year as well. And even besides like Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, we could think of maybe some villains that need representation in this game, because we did get Broly. Technically, we got God Topo. Like, if they're going for like one antagonist each season, maybe we could see something like Janemba, or think of like another, maybe a GT villain. Like, what if they drop Omega Shenron here, or they drop something like Super 17? GT doesn't really have that many slots in this roster. Maybe like a Super Saiyan 2 Gohan but drops and they buff like Cell and Trunks. Ooh, I would like that actually. Imagine like a Super Saiyan 2 Gohan and then Cell and Trunks get buffed. Then maybe we see like another buff and then like a Vegeta nerf or something. I don't know. But they could also just drop like Tien and Chaozu is like a character. Like, if they want to get all the Z fighters in there, like there's a lot of options really. Beyond this, just like, the new characters coming, I do hope that they change something with bosses. I feel like bosses right now, that's gonna be a whole separate video that I'll make, this week, maybe tomorrow. But bosses, I think, are an issue. I think we need to get rid of medical respawn, or something about medical respawn. It's a cool idea, but I think it just gives too much of a similar vibe to Cell Jr. vibes, where it's like, okay, if you're already winning, like, it's not as bad as Cell Jr.'s in my opinion, but if you're already winning, it kind of allows you to win harder with how, like, because if your entire team is over leveled compared to the enemy team, and even if you get a pick off the enemy team, they all could group up on that pod and then kind of disregard their teammate instantly, and it's like you don't have any consequences for losing, or someone invests their even an ultimate or something into like killing an opponent and it doesn't matter. Right? It's very silly for that. But I think most of what we'll see here is characters anyways. I mean, we might see some talks about the battle system as well. I think that there again are definitely changes that are needed, but that's probably going to be more of a separate thing. This video is mainly just about the characters and when season 3 will start, which again is about a week from now. So, oh, I should have mentioned this at the beginning of the video as well, huh? But we should get information for season 3 like about here, right, on the 9th, and that makes sense, right? Because they usually do, or like, yeah, the 9th. Because, okay, if the characters drop on the 13th, then it'll be 4 days before. So 1, 2, 3, 4. That happened last time. We got Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta to drop on the 18th, and then we got the details for Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta and season 2 on the 14th. So again, it lines up pretty perfectly. We'll get it the Friday before the drop, right? So DPS incoming for Kid Buu. Kid Buu is another character where it's like, we do have Majin Buu, but we don't have Super Buu, we don't have Buuhan, we don't have, even Buu tanks. Like, it could be like a Buu tanks that transforms into Buuhan, or just a Kid Buu. I think Kid Buu would be a pretty good character to get in here. Like, that's a big character where it's like, yeah, he's one of the big main faces of the Dragon Ball villains, and even though Majin Buu is here, I feel like at the same time that like full power freezes like here, like the only like final villain we have, I mean technically it's not even the Cell, because this is a Cell perfect form. This is the Cell before he revives basically, and because of this is how they name things, right? If you guys aren't aware, again, back to the Dokkan Wiki, but again, we see this Cell, like this guy is the one that makes the Cell perfect form. He's the one that makes like the tournament arena, whilst Perfect Cell, not Cell parentheses perfect form, this guy is the one that does the solar Kamehameha, like the one is like, I'm gonna be able to destroy the entire solar system, right? That's that Cell, where he has the final clash with Gohan. So theoretically, we don't have like any of the final villains, quote unquote, but the closest is that Cell. But yeah, DPS Kid Buu would be pretty cool, honestly. Like, I think when it comes to characters, I think we are overall technical. If Ultimate Gohan gets another nerf, hopefully, technical will actually be in a pretty decent spot for the most part. Maybe we need just, I don't know. Ultimate Gohan getting nerfed will inherently make Buu be in a better spot, because Ultimate Gohan is kind of like a slight counter to Buu in a sense, where Buu's healing could just be cancelled by Gohan's stuns, right? Any stun attack could cancel Majin Buu's healing. Ultimate Gohan is just like, yeah, actually, you don't heal. I hate you, Majin Buu, right? Very unfortunate for him. Same with Frieza. Frieza will inherently look better when Ultimate Gohan is not as strong. Krillin is just kind of like, he just needs more, honestly. But yeah, I think many characters are just like inherently hurt by Ultimate Gohan. Tanks, this guy needs a nerf. If we see like a Cell buff and then maybe like a cooler buff, honestly, which is crazy to say, I think it'll be looking better there. Like, I think tank and technical, maybe a new tank would be cool, but we probably don't need a new technical, because if we take a look here, a technical has two, what's it called? Like, has one extra character over tank. So I can see this being a 2 DPS season with 1 tank. Is what I'm thinking, honestly, for characters. So Goku Black, Super Saiyan Rose as a damage character, a technical Dr. Gero, okay, and then Jiren as a tank. I guess eventually we will be getting a Jiren, right? Let's see here. The reason why you think Dr. Gero would be a good character is simply because you think it'd be pretty cool to have a character capable of absorbing energy from his enemies to help his team, such as like this Pain does in Naruto, or again absorbs energy from his enemies. Yeah, that makes sense. Maybe like a life steal mechanic would be pretty silly. We'll see what they do with Dr. Gero. I mean, as a technical, yeah, like I can see like as a technical, he has like, he grabs you with a life steal, throws you, and then he can get a wall stun. Oh, wall stun Gekishin Squadra, bro. Oh my goodness. Okay. Let's keep taking a look here. Legic's getting added delusional. Honestly, like Sin and Omega, Sin/Omega is not out of the question, I feel like, funny enough. Yeah, it's not out of the question. I feel like they will. What I'm thinking is that they will drop a antagonist slash villain each patch, right? Super Saiyan Bardock. I think Bardock would be a really good choice right here. Pan as well would be cool, honestly. Pan maybe like usually with Pan, a lot of times they drop like Pan, but then there's also Giru and Trunks and GG Goku, right? Imagine a Pan that works like Diamond Goku could be interesting. Because Diamond Goku has an interesting kit. I like his kit. And then Super Saiyan Rose Goku Black again is another very popular character that people want. Janemba as well. I think Janemba would be a really sick option. Janemba, he's gonna be cool as hell. Predictions: new map, new characters. Jiren, Super Saiyan 2 Gohan from the Cell fight, and then a woman. Maybe Vidal. Maybe. I mean, they could probably find a way to make Bulma playable in this game, but I assume she'd end up being a supporter. I'm trying to think of like who else. Like if we look into, I guess I could bring up like when's the last time Dokkan dropped a woman character? Actually, I GC right here. Like if you think of like peppy gals here, and this is just to help me keep my memory. Maybe again, if they make Ribrianne not a boss, they can make Ribrianne a playable character. Android 21 eventually I think will happen. Like I think this game will have in the future, it'll be a season where we have a fighters crossover collab, and then Android 21 will be a character that is introduced. I think that makes sense to me personally, where we get an Android 21 like that. Kefla could be another option. I mean, there's many options. They have so many characters that they could choose from. But yeah, that'd be cool, honestly. Orange Piccolo as a tank character, GG Pan as a technical, and then Janemba for DPS. The only thing is, I don't think they're gonna drop one of each in a season, but who knows? I mean, they did do it last season, but I don't think they would do that 2 seasons in a row, if that makes sense. So let's take a look here. Season of Red. So you want God Goku, Super Saiyan 4 Mini Goku, and then Full Power Jiren. Again, Jiren and God Goku are definitely our picks. I don't see really a lot of people talking about like God Goku or Jiren. I know God Goku is a character that, when he drops, people will be very excited for. God Goku just like, I think generally liked, like in the fan base, God Goku's like a genuinely liked character for Dragon Ball forms, right? But yeah, Mini Super Saiyan 4 would definitely be a surprise, I think, to a lot of people, but they could drop him. They could drop him. Jiren, I think, as a character that could drop as well. Like, but I would say none of these I'm specifically anticipating or guessing for. But again, the sky's the limit. Like, they could surprise us. We don't, like, there's not really, like, it's not like we're at a time where it's like, like in Dokkan, I think it's easier to predict who might be coming because it's like, oh, we could see these characters are getting Extreme Z Awakenings. These characters, are returning. This character hasn't had a character in a very long time. This character needs to be represented in the game. It's not like that for Gekishin. Gekishin could, everything is unrepresented, right? And they don't necessarily coincide buffs with character releases, right? It would be cool though, like, again, if we see like, oh, Super Saiyan 2 Gohan is coming out, so they're actually gonna buff Cell and Trunks like for this one time, right? I just need cell buffs, bro. Blue Falcon Goku, Future Gohan, GG Trunks and Pan. Future Gohan would be so cool, but again, they might just drop a Gohan again. Blue Falcon Goku, GG Trunks Pan, yeah. Blue Falcon Goku would be really fun, but would they drop him before like a God Goku? Because like we had Super Saiyan Goku, then we got Super Saiyan 3. To be fair, we had Diamond Goku before that, but like Super Saiyan 2 and Super Saiyan 3. Like, would they drop like God Goku next, or would they skip forward and drop like a Blue Goku? I feel like, I don't know. To be fair, they skipped all the way to Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta though, so I guess it doesn't really matter. Your hopes are for Rose, Ku, and Do tag like the Gamma 1 and 2. And you want Ginyu because he has so much moveset potential. Yeah, see this? All 3 of these characters are good choices. I just don't know if they'll drop them all in one season. I feel like they will want like some hero in there, right? In some sense. With Legends doing Daima stuff, Dokkan chances are doing Daima stuff. I guess that's true. Legends is doing Daima next, and maybe Dokkan. I mean, I guess, yeah, that's true. Legends is doing Daima next. Dokkan is dropping Daima at the end of the month. Maybe we do see a Daima character, not for the first character, but for the second character. Because, oh, you know what I realized? Gekishin drops their character on the 27th. Okay, it should be good though, because the anniversary starts on the 28th. I should be safe, because it should be like a day apart. But imagine they drop a Daima character here. Because in terms of, these games love to coincide things a lot. The Legends is dropping their Legends character next week though. So maybe it could be Daima related. Maybe Super Saiyan 4 Goku is a good guess actually then. Yeah, maybe. DPS Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, Tank Bardock, DPS Super Vegeta. You know, we could use a Super Vegeta, I guess, right? Like the buffed up version of him. And I would love to see them actually give Vegeta a role that's not a tank character. A lot of people are worried that they're gonna keep each like character in the same role. I don't think they're gonna do that. Like I don't see like Super Saiyan 2 Gohan not being a DPS character. Like it doesn't make sense to me. Ultimate Gohan, sure, but like Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, I don't know. I don't see it. Tank Bardock would be really awesome though. I think Bardock would definitely be a tank character. Future Gohan, same. Honestly, he feels very tank character-esque to me. And again, DPS Super Vegeta would be pretty cool as well. I think it could be like maybe it's something like this where it's like, but at the same time, will they drop 3 heroes in a I don't know. Maybe it's like, okay, let's go with anything in Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. Okay, let's say like Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, like this guy drops like next week or something, or like one of the characters. And then Daima drops here. And then the 17th of February, that's like when the third character would drop. Maybe that could be like Jiren or something, like to end the season off. Like not a super mega character, but like the antagonist, right? Because both Broly and Jiren, or both Broly and Toppo were the last character of the season, so we'll see. Give me Rose. Terrorless, I think Terrorless would be interesting. Like, you know, if they want to look into like movie bosses like Lord Slug, Terrorless, I mean, Beerus is a character that they could drop as well. Like, Beerus is pretty cool. Candy Vegito Technical. That would be pretty sick, honestly. I would like a Candy Vegito. Could be anyone, but you're going to spitball Final Form Frieza, Kid Buu, and then our God Goku or a Blue Goku. Final Form Frieza would be really awesome. But again, like, the one thing I will say is, like, I like guessing based off of, like, what they've done previously and what we have in game. They could drop 2 villains in a season, but will they? I mean, Dragon Ball games kind of seem to, like, hate villain characters for the most part. I don't know. But yeah. It will continue to be chill on my go. Goku Black, Golden Frieza, and some form of Super Saiyan. One to hear. Triple Gohan, Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, Future Gohan, and Beast Gohan. I think there's other Dragon Ball characters. Maybe there could be, but I mean, we'll see. I'll end it here though, just because I feel like it's pretty good discussions from here. But again, to cap things off, we should see on the 9th the season kind of 3 reveals. Then they will drop in game on the 13th. Sorry, I had a cough there. Sorry, I muted my microphone. And anything else that will come up, I will make a video up. So just take a look out there. But I'm getting a little sick now. No, dang it. Okay. Anyways, I appreciate y'all for stopping by, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace out.